Think you crazy, say you hate me. Time play crazy, like why you hate me. You pray for better's what you asking for. I give you better than what you asking for. Tired of the arguing, not a high.
All right. Hello, and welcome to Barbershop.talk. Now, this is the podcast where our topics are determined by the conversation in the barbershop on Saturday. Now, we're in Out the Way studio here in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I am not in the studio alone. I'm here with my co-host, KC.
Thank you, J. Rod. It is a pleasure to co-host Barbershop.talk podcast here in Out the Way Studios. And like J. Rod said, if it comes up on Saturday, it goes down on this podcast. Now, congratulations to OKC. You are the new king. You faced tremendous challenges, and you earned those rings. Congratulations to the Pacers. You brought us extreme joy and ultimately tears. You made America cheer for the best final in many years. Thank both of you for your outstanding performances.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta say this, Casey. First of all, I do appreciate you giving some props out to the Pacers.
That's right.
But only thing I can give prop out for the Pacers, they want me some money. Because I went for OKC. Thank you, Pacers. I appreciate your service.
Oh, J. Rod, the sellout.
Okay, see, I just felt those young boys had the gun. So, thank you very much. They call me the banker.
Okay.
That's right. Now, before we get started, I do have to say that we would like to say thank you to our listeners. They supported the Murph family. They had this fundraiser, and I mean, man, they had a good time. There were people showing up and showing out. They had a good time.
We attended, J. Rod.
That's right. That's right, because we hosted in Fat Cake.
Yes.
And look at that man, he just eating the storm. Look at him. Well, he eat up that food. I mean, we had people all over the place. It was just a nice event.
Hey, go back to that previous picture, J. Rod.
Oh, you mean the dude eating all those chicken wings?
Yeah, you want to tell them who that is?
Yeah, that's KY. That's one of our listeners. He calls in to our podcast all the time. Of course, that's when he's not eating. So, so we had a great time. We had a lot of people out there. We had a wonderful time. And again, I would like to thank our listeners for supporting the Murph family. Now, we also had to have this last picture up here because you know who that is.
Oh, yeah.
That's Money Mike. That's right. He's one of our listeners as well. And he calls into the podcast all the time, so we want to give him a little shout out. Yeah. But with saying all that, we ask you to like and share if you like our contents. We're trying to get our numbers up, and they definitely going in the right direction. So please, whatever you do, go ahead. If you like our content, subscribe. All right, Casey, I think we gave all our shout-outs there. So I think we may be ready for our show.
Let's do it.
Now, there's one thing I do have to say, Casey.
What's that?
Is that we have to keep our commitment to our listeners.
Yeah.
Because we always talk about educating our listeners. It's important that we educate our listeners. So that's part of our podcast.
Oh, yeah.
So we normally have a word of the day. And so I want to go ahead and put that up there because it's important.
It is.
The word of the day.
Yeah.
So what's the word of the day, though, Casey?
The word of the day is habituate.
Habituate.
Cohabitate.
All right. Let's find out more about that.
The day is cohabitate. It means having to live in close quarters with a bitch of the female or male variety. Cohabitate.
That's a very important word, Casey.
Yeah. How many times they supposed to say it?
I don't know how many times they're supposed to say it, but it's supposed to be, I want to say at least 9 or 10 times a day to practice that until it's filled into their vocabulary.
But be careful with this one at home. Be careful with that one at home.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that, Casey. Now, we got another. Now, we are Barbershop.talk, so we always want to give our listeners some advice when it comes to the barbershop. And here's one advice I want to take. Anytime a barber said, I got you on this one and it's free, you need to be a little bit skeptical because this may happen to you. It may. Oh, you know, some cases, I think we had some audio trouble. That didn't want to show up all that great.
Oh, man.
That's
Did
too
we
bad.
get it back or we need to move on?
Well, you know something? I'm going to try to get back to that.
I went ahead, I just got ain't gonna charge you for this one, my boy. It's on the house. I'll clean you up so you can get up out of here. Hold on, bro. I told you to stop moving, bro. Told you not to move. I'm gonna be able. I should be able to bring you back.
You gonna bring him back, all right?
The young man wasn't moving. People out there ain't giving that free country and push his line too far back.
See, Casey, that's what I'm trying to say. Anytime a park gonna get some free, you know, because he can't blame something on you. If it's a bad haircut, he's gonna blame on you. Now we're gonna stick with the hair thing, because like I said, we are Barbershop.talk. But I want to talk about this a little bit right here, Casey.
Yeah.
Because anytime that, no, I'm going to back up. I'm going to change that. It's not anytime, because it may not happen all the time. But with all these hairstyles that's happening, Casey, and I mean these things, these instant hairstyles I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Check this one out. It is instant.
No, the fuck you lying. See, no, bitch. You got fake hair hats now. Hair hats, bitch. I got fake hair, eyelashes, lips, ass, titties. You got, fuck this shit. I know the fuck you.
You know what though? I like that. You like that? That was sweet and instant. I mean, girl can have her stuff on point in like what, 5 seconds?
5 seconds. Look, it looks smooth, don't it?
Yeah.
It looks smooth. So it was awfully quick.
I mean, even came with the edges.
Yes, it did. I mean, every little bit. Now, but if you do that, Casey, you got to be careful. If you put it on, make sure that you put it on secure.
Yeah.
If you don't want this out, did I say secure?
Well, close enough. Secure.
Did I say secure?
He said secure. But I'm gonna let it fly by. You know, I'm gonna bring it up.
Myself, Casey. Secure. That's what I'm talking about. Because in this next video, it is not secure. It should be a little time to check. And you don't even know what's happening. Check this out. Okay, look at that. It fell off.
Oh, man.
That's a shame, Casey.
And she also obviously had a lot of adhesive on it because it stuck to her shirt.
I think it was a string or something.
It really does look like a ponytail on her, like, you know, on the back end of the horse.
But ladies, I'm telling you, if you want to use that stuff, go ahead and use it. I encourage it. I am in the hair business. I encourage it big time. Just make sure you just put it on right.
Yeah, don't wear it like that.
Hey, you know something? What was talking about in the barbershop? They was talking about how mothers were back in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
And how they used to keep their daughters in check.
Yeah.
Because that's important to do that.
It's a full-time job, Jay.
Yeah, because I honestly think, Casey, in today's, I think that and parents, I'm not criticizing, it's just an observation, that you're a little soft on your children.
A lot more lax.
Yeah, that's a good word, Casey, a little bit lax. Because I don't know if it's positive or negative, but I guess we're going to find out in a couple of years in the new generation. But I like the old school. And I mean, I really like the old school of how they handle stuff.
Hell is this and where you supposed to be at?
He just my friend.
Your friend. So that's how we act with our friends now? All booed, all up, hugging and kissing?
No.
Where are you supposed to be at, Tisha?
The house.
So where's your sister?
She at the house.
Oh, so you done left her in the house so you could be down here with whomever this is. How old are you?
Only 19.
Nigga, you look 40. You better get in the back. Lost your mind. Excuse me. But whoever you are, I suggest you get far away from here. Cause as soon as I get in the house, I'ma let her daddy know exactly where you at and what you got on. Oh, they have your stuff in the house somewhere. Get out here.
That's mamas.
Yeah.
See, that's good mamas.
Yeah, that's good parenting right there, J-Rod.
You know something, Casey? You know, now, I didn't know you back when you was in high school.
Yeah.
You know, you sure that wasn't you sitting on that table? I'm just wondering, man. It looks like something you be doing, man. I swear it does.
I was gonna tell you, I was just sitting there, right? Unless you got a video, it wasn't me.
You know, I got to show you some more. Now, some of your parents or some of you guys that listen to our podcast are going to have flashback. Because I want to hit another video that this is how mothers used to be back in the day. And I mean back in the day. I love it.
Yes,
You so stupid.
no, for real, you got me scared.
I'm gonna call you when I get over to Keisha's house.
All right, man, shit.
You gonna come over there?
What?
You gonna come over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna come over there. Hey, I gotta see you.
What we finna do? Yes, please tell me what y'all finna do. Nah, don't hang up the phone now. What y'all finna do? Mama. What's this? I don't know. Don't play with me. Oh, what is it? It's a note. Read it. Okay. Okay. Dear sexy red, it's gonna be sexy now. Every time I see your lips, I don't wanna. I said read it. All I wanna do is kiss. Look into my eyes when I touch all your thighs. That's what you're doing now. Later.
You come see me at my game?
Yeah.
No.
Who the hell hoochie coochie skirt you done went out here and put on? My friends, you better get your ass in the house right now. Young man, you might as well find you another street to stroll on because it's gonna be a long time before she see the break of day.
Yes, ma'am.
Out here strolling.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why you stop?
5, 6, 7, 8, my ass. You better get your tail up off that ground humping like some dog in heat. Where you think you're doing that crap at?
It's for the school
They'll slap you down before you can even get out the door. And Miss Simone, I know good daggone well your mama don't play none of that.
I gotta go home.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Did you bump your ring inside your belly button? No. Ain't nobody got no belly button ring.
You got a earring inside your belly button. Cause I saw that when you got out the shower and you was going, cause I'm the genie in the bottle. And then I looked down inside your belly button and you got an earring inside your belly button cause I saw it. You got an earring inside your belly button. Mama, can I have an earring inside my belly button?
Think your mom and them gonna be looking for you?
No, I told you she think we at the skater rink.
Why don't you come over and give me a kiss then?
Okay.
Mama! Mr. Skater Rink!
Oh,
We was about to get ready to go. Mama!
Yeah.
See, now that's parenting.
Oh yeah.
That's parenting, KC. That's all I gotta say. That's parenting. So, you know, we have to look at it. That's how you keep it safe. Is that how you keep it real safe? It looked like that one person was thinking that they put him in the lake. They must have put her in the lake. Saying I'm looking for her, Casey. The mother threw her in the lake.
Yeah, you could have went skating.
But those are good parents, Casey.
Oh yeah.
I gotta give parents a lot of shape.
I like how my mom always get that face ready first before she say something.
But what are you talking about, Casey? What are you talking about?
Like in every situation, before she say something, she break out that.
You know, crap career hit the fan then.
Oh yeah.
But you know, back in the day, like I said, they not only shaped the daughter, they shaped the entire family.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime an emergency would happen, the kids know exactly what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sometimes emergencies like when that bill collector, remember they used to come to your house?
You had an escape plan.
Yeah, you're right. Now, and this is a demonstration here, because see, remember the days growing up where Rent Center used to come to your house and say, we want our stuff back?
Yeah.
This is how we used to act. Check this out, KC. Rent Center. Rent Center. See, they was Will Trey, Casey. They was Will Trey.
Oh yeah. That's how you keep yourself extra 2-3 months, Jay, right?
I love the way the little girl did like this, Casey. She said, I love she goes sack what she
She's a
do.
future hurdler.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be a good spouse for somebody. But things changed so much. I mean, there was time, like back in the day, when you had a big event, people celebrate.
Yeah.
Now they celebrate different kind of stuff. It blows me away.
Graduated college. Hey, I'm home, son.
That is not right, Casey.
But here's the sad thing, Jay, right? It's a true reflection of society, man.
You mean when I graduate from college, or when somebody graduates from college, they're not going to get the celebration?
No, man, it's like, hey, okay, we might get you some White Castles or something. Right? But come on, for president, man, it's the biggest party we've had in years.
See, Tom, Casey, you talk about, you get some White Castle for a bachelor's degree. I wonder what you'll get for a master's.
Move up to McDonald's.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, even the news today is changing, because now we got. Do you remember BET when they first came out? It was news dedicated for our culture.
African news.
Yeah. Now they changed quite a bit now.
Yeah.
Because we still got some network is dedicated to African American. I don't know if you heard of this. The Black News Network.
Okay, that sounds promising right there.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
Work. I'm your host, Papa Cap and Yo Ass Jones. Tonight's story, BNN weather reporter and local ho Krakisha McRib thinks she too good for me. The part-time weather reporter and full-time community mattress was begging me to come through and lay this pipe last Friday, but now she want to act like she don't know me. She ain't ever had a problem asking me to pay for her food, but when it come time to show me what that mouth do, the hoe proudly lied, I ain't that kind of girl. So we just gonna act like you ain't already popping Plan Bs like they a daily vitamin. Ho, please. The dry cleaners won't even take your business anymore. They all tired of cleaning up baby batter stains off your clothes. Don't ever ask me to DoorDash you no crab legs again. You ain't never gonna feel these biggity black balls snocking all up on that tuna fish hot pocket garage door. And she wanna walk around here like we strangers now? Here's a forecast for any men thinking they about to get some neck work from this hoe. Expect 100% chance of STDs. Don't be texting me next week saying I miss you, chocolate thunder, come and get this deep dish. I ain't no hot and ready midnight snack hoe. You just missed the free shrimp. And now here's Krakisha McRib with the weather.
Oh, now what?
We might have to have the editor work with these people a little bit more on the set.
Yeah.
They just a little too personal.
Yeah, too personal. I agree. Casey, that was too personal. I guess the Black News Network has put your business out there. Because that was his business. That's right. Hey, I'm going to switch gears on you, because I'm talking about something totally different. Because I went to the gym. Yeah, believe it or not, I went to the gym. In fact, it was Planet Fitness. Are you familiar with Planet Fitness, Casey?
I am.
Yeah, I like Planet Fitness.
You went there to actually work out?
No. I was just delivering something.
Okay, this is a revelation.
I know. But when I was there, I seen this, and I had to record it quickly. I had to record this.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, her defense.
Okay, what?
He knew the job was dangerous when he took it. That was way too much ass to try to lift up on your shoulders.
Oh, yeah, okay, see, that's why she was at the gym.
Yeah.
Trying to work out.
Well, that's fine.
I think she was stressed, and when she really stressed, it all came out at the end.
Yeah, well, he had his face at the wrong place.
And that's why you don't try to spot anybody when you're in the gym. You know, no, they might have had Taco Bell before they came in, or some pinto beans. Anything can happen. What you just said.
Well, I don't spot him like that.
Now, this next clip, Casey, is one of our clients.
Okay.
Yeah, he was bragging about his role playing that he does with the spouse. He thinks role play is important.
Oh yeah,
you know, to keep the
fire going.
Yeah, you gotta keep the fire, Casey.
Yeah, keep the fire burning.
That's very important. So he decided to tell us the experience of a role play that he had with his spouse that actually backfired. It backfired on him, so he want to tell the story. Yes, it backfired. Have you ever role played, Casey?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to ask you.
Well, this guy, his backfired the chicken.
Again, I've been scarred for life. I was talking to the one female. She was biracial, half white, half black. She gonna tell me, I want to spice things up. Let's do a little role play. I said, say that. I should have known something was up though, because she gonna tell me, you don't gotta worry about getting no outfit or getting into character. You was naturally born it, okay? I said, all right. So I'm laying in bed, right, with just my drawers on. Shorty gonna walk in dressed as a whole slave master, had the whipping on. I was like, babe, what's going on? She said, don't call me babe, call me master. I said, that white side covered that up, you ain't it? And you know how usually people put on some slow music while you having sex. Shorty gonna put on the sound of dogs barking in the background. She had dogs barking in the background. I was like, I don't feel comfortable, Shorty. She said, shut up, call me master. She started whipping me with the whip. I started screaming, it was hurting. I said, ah! I started running out of the house. I was running. She gonna chase me to my car, talking about, get back here, nigga.
You went a little bit too far.
Word of advice, J-Rod.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, you gonna role play, know your role before you play.
That's a good point. All good with the role play, but like you said, you gotta know your role.
You gotta know your role.
She said he was born for the role. She said you are born for this role. You don't have to have a costume or anything.
When he saw that whip, he should have left in. Don't even wait till she get a chance to use it.
Oh man, this country, we got some problems, Casey.
We do, man.
Yeah, you know. Now, did you hear about that stuff that's going on in LA? Where they're detaining people, with ICE is pulling up, detaining everybody. Some people.
Yeah, and you know, originally it's supposed to be they're going after illegal immigrants that are criminals.
Yeah,
but that ain't what it was. The immigrants grabbing anybody that they suspect looks like a foreigner.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Look like a foreigner. But they making a big mistake. A very big mistake.
Yeah.
Because see, we caught this video and Jesus was detained.
Oh, no, not the Lord.
Yes, the Lord. Check this out.
Detained at Home Depot as a part of the ICE raids. Can you tell us why you were arrested? Because I'm a POC. He's undocumented. The Messiah was in the lumber aisle when he and several other brown people were rounded up. I do think it's strange that people living on stolen land can tell other people they can't live here. These laws is ass. Authorities say Jesus had no ID, only tools. You okay? Yes. Look, this ain't the first time I've been arrested. Y'all worried about the wrong Jesus. You know, I can get out of here anytime I want to. He's trying to escape. Tonight. Jesus.
That was funny. That was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, how you going to detain Jesus Christ?
Yeah, he flexed on him at the end.
Yeah, he did flex.
Yeah.
He did flex on him.
But he makes a valid point, though, right? When he said, how people who stole the land gonna tell other people they can't be here. If you want to get rid of the immigrants, okay, but let's start with the first illegal immigrants to this land. Get rid of all of them first.
Look, I don't even know if they should try the effort to get rid of immigrants, because all the Caucasians in this society, somewhere down the line, their ancestries were immigrants.
Yeah.
They wasn't born here.
Yeah, I mean, their line did not originate here.
Exactly, and that's not what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah.
And also, back in the day when I was in school, they used to always say that the United States was the melting pot of the world.
Yeah, but we didn't know they was melting black folk.
well, we no longer call it a melting pot. You know, we are the laughing stock of the world. And what our president, President Trump, they continue to laugh at us. And I'm going to tell you, because Putin and what's that guy named? Kim Jong-un. Yeah, they was laughing at us. Check this out. Just making a mockery, because Donald Trump was trying to celebrate his birthday with this military parade. And he was really trying to copy what they used to do in Russia. And yes, but it is laughter. It's laughter. Check this out. They laughing at us. Are we a laughing stock or what?
Oh, big time.
You know, the thing is, normally the military, they are in sync.
Oh, yeah. But I'm going to tell you something about these soldiers that was marching in this parade. They're, what do you call the ones that just do it 1 weekend a month? The reserves. Yeah, the reserves. They ain't the Marines or the Navy and all these other countries. They pull together the reserves real quick. They ain't marched in years.
Well, what I mean about that parade is the dude with the drone. He's walking with the drone.
I don't even know how to fly, so I'm just going to carry it.
See, that's why we're a laughing stock.
Yeah.
We should not be the laughing stock, but this president is making us a bigger clown than what we are.
And we spent over $130 million for this parade.
Yeah, but he don't have enough money to pay for the homeless in the country.
Yeah.
People are going hungry, cutting back on the SNAP benefits, trying to cut back on Social Security because he's saying we don't have the cash.
Yeah.
But they can pay all this money for this stupid parade.
And I wish they had panned out, because they had this parade. It might have been 300 people there.
300. Well, he's making bad decisions.
All the time.
Yeah, here's some more bad decisions.
Now, U.S. forces are officially participating in the Iran-Israeli conflict, breaking one of Donald Trump's major campaign promises. Now, this comes to us from Axios, who talked with both U.S. and Israeli senior officials, and they have confirmed that the U.S. is participating to help Israelis shoot down Iranian missiles. Now, the U.S., for their part, says that there are hundreds of thousands of American citizens and other American assets in Israel, and the U.S. is working to protect them. But Donald Trump promised us the U.S. would no longer be involved in foreign wars. And yet here we are. And this is all because Donald Trump's incompetence and inability to create a nuclear deal with Iran, something that a previous administration Obama's was able to do, and Donald Trump got us out of. And now he seems all too giddy. He's posting all of this noise about I gave Iran chances, I told them what would happen, and here we are. While we're only participating in a defense mechanism now, this can escalate and our participation can get bigger.
Man, he's spot on that case.
Yes. Many lessons right there.
Yeah, it's a lot of lessons. You know, and plus, I don't even think he thought this through.
Oh, of course not. But it's the typical Donald Trump playbook, all right? We already had an agreement with Iran for them not to produce nuclear missiles.
That is true.
What Donald Trump is good at is taking something that's already established, tearing it down, and then trying to put it right back to where it was and take credit for it.
That's right.
And so that's what happened here. But it was ironic that, when Israel attacked Iran, right? Trump was quick to come out that same day and said, we didn't have anything to do with it. We didn't have anything to do with it. But the next morning, Fox News was praising Netanyahu and Israel for attacking them. So by noon, Trump was on there, we participated. I was part of it. I want some of that credit.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. He was trying to take some of that credit.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's backfiring.
Yes.
It is back. They did not think it through. And I don't know if you heard the latest stuff from China, but it's not looking good for us at all.
China just sent a warning, and not to Iran, to Israel, and by extension to us. They said Israel's airstrikes on Iran violate sovereignty and risk triggering dangerous consequences. But then they went further, and what they said next should stop this country in its tracks. If Israel keeps hitting Iran, they'll be facing us too. Now let's talk about what that actually means. China isn't playing games. They are Iran's strongest economic ally and one of the most powerful nations on earth. They don't have to launch a missile to make things ugly. They've got proxies. They've got cyber weapons. They've got enough economic leverage to cause pain without ever firing a shot. And where's the United States in all this? Already involved. We're intercepting missiles for Israel. Our military is active in the region. We've got boots on sand and targets on their backs, and the public, we're the last to know. Just like we were in Vietnam in 1964, they told us we just were responding to a naval threat, that they used that as a lie to push us into a war that lasted 20 years. 60,000 Americans died, and by the time the truth came out, it was too damn late. Well, now they're doing it to us again, calling this defense, calling this support, when in reality,
she is spot on.
Yes.
Spot on, Casey.
It is not defense.
No.
They launched an offensive against a sovereign nation that had not attacked them.
That's right.
So it's not defense, that was offense.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. But again, I'm going to say they did not think it through.
Of course.
Because China's the powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
China's the powerhouse. Now, remember all the tariffs, war with China, and they trying to bully China and trying to say get lost.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right now, I think that China has the leverage. And with that warning with the United States, that means something.
Yeah.
So this lady's going to explain what the United States was doing after the fact, which they should have been doing ahead of time.
Yes.
But it was after the fact. So check this out, Casey.
Down, because the American people deserve to know exactly what happened and who's trying to do cleanup in aisle 5. On the night of June 21st, 2025, Donald Trump launched a major military strike on Iran's nuclear program without the consent of Congress, I might add. 7 B-2 stealth bombers dropped 14 30,000-pound bunker buster bombs on underground nuclear facilities in Iran. U.S. submarines in the region launched additional Tomahawk missiles. So this isn't like some symbolic gesture, and it certainly was not a de-escalation of tension. This was destructive, it was deliberate, it was massive, and it certainly was provocative. And right on cue, Iran's parliament voted to support closing the Strait of Hormuz, the single most important oil choke point in the world, which nearly 20% of the planet's oil passes through every single day. So if Iran shuts that strait down, we're looking at $7 to $8 gallon gas, shipping chaos, skyrocketing diesel and jet fuel prices, grocery inflation, supply chain breakdowns, and a full-blown global economic shock. And this is the part that is real. Marco Rubio, remember our Secretary of State, is now begging foreign governments to help clean up Trump's mess. Marco Rubio, the man who spent years cozying up to Trump's authoritarian agenda, quoting scripture while backing ICE raids and dismissing diplomacy as weakness. He is now frantically trying to stop the economic catastrophe that Trump just set in motion. Let me tell you how. Rubio has reached out to China, urging them to use their leverage over Iran to keep the strait open. Why China? Because Beijing relies heavily on Gulf oil, and Rubio knows that if Iran strangles that supply, China's economy takes a hit too.
Yeah, not only China economy, that would impact every country.
Yes. If China takes a hit, we take a hit. The world does, but specifically the U.S.
Yeah.
Because most of our imported goods come from China.
I agree.
And the reason why Trump backed off of his tariff stuff was because he saw that it was going to put economic strain on this country that we couldn't sustain.
Yeah, see, here's what they're not thinking things through. Now, other different administration, they would reach out to other countries prior to making any major moves or to get buy-in.
Yeah.
That was the strategy. And then that way, after the act, they can anticipate what the other countries are going to do. This administration is doing it completely backwards, and it is messing up everything.
Well, this country's rudderless. We led by a guy, I don't know where he's going, but he's in a hurry to get there.
I like that, Casey. I like that. You know, our time is running short. I wish we can play some more, but we always promise to do the Black History moments.
Yeah.
So again, this is what we tell our listeners. We keep our promise that educate yourself, and you tell me if you knew this was going on. If not, put it in your inventory and use this information wisely.
The white elite realized something dangerous. You can't stop Black brilliance. Even stripped of land, language, and wealth, Black people still rose. They saw it, and they feared it. So they did what they do best: create control. In the early 1900s, they created a secret society, the Black Booth. It was made to manage the future of Black excellence before it became revolution. They called it talent, but it was always about influence. Record labels, endorsements, media. They pay us to entertain, but never to liberate. They choose who gets rich, and they decide who stays invisible. And if anyone steps out of line, they're silenced. Because there's a code, and the Black race is on code. Athletes, singers, actors, influencers, they'll speak for trend, but never truth. They are in charge of the distractions and bury the revolutionaries. Because the system doesn't need change anymore. Just enough comfort to keep us quiet. We stay dropping these knowledge bombs.
Since the 1960s, we've had more Black celebrities than ever before. But ask yourself, where are the Black banks, Black hospitals, Black grocery chains? With billions in net worth, why can't they build for their own people?
Because they're not allowed to. It breaks the code. Thou shalt not use our money to liberate your people. Endorsements, deals, foundations. They look like progress, but they're fences. You don't own the stadium. You don't own the mic. You don't own your freedom. You were never supposed to be free. You were supposed to be famous.
The Black celebrity is a tool of white supremacy. Packaged in Prada, they entertain the masses, while the masses remain enslaved. And that's the unwritten truth. Fame is not freedom. It's the prettiest cage ever built. Unwritten truths, the trap of fame. They shine on stage, but behind the lights, they're dying slowly. Our Black celebrities, icons to the world, prisoners behind the scenes. You think they made it, but they're trapped. In NDAs, debt, and contracts they can't escape. They can't speak truth, can't liberate their people, can't even be themselves, because the Black elite won't let them, and the machine must keep running. Interviews, tours, movies they don't believe in, stories they didn't write. They're not free. They're just expensive slaves carrying the weight of entire payrolls just to keep the illusion alive. They're paying for bodyguards, stylists, dancers, assistants, but can't afford to tell the truth. They want to rest, they want to escape, but every contract is a chain. Every appearance is a performance for survival. So they smile.
You know something, KC? There's a lot of truth to that.
Yes, it is.
Whole lot of truth to that, KC.
Yeah, just to focus in on one point in the music industry. In the late 80s, there became a form of rap that was called information rap, or where rappers were educating their listeners about different things to improve and to change, right?
Right.
And the industry fought back. So by the early 90s, if you wanted a rap contract, you could only do rap that was negative rap. You had to rap about drugs or gangs or violence, self-destruction. And they weaned all the rappers out that weren't going to rap about those things.
Yeah, and there's more examples than that, because even if you look at the current athletes, they got a large platform.
Yes.
But they very seldom talk about things that's happening. The quarterback for the 49ers. What's his name?
Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as he did that, what happened?
Yeah, they blackballed.
They kicked him out. Because I think now in the NBA, which have a very large stage, is that the only one that I see to have a little bit of courage to talk out the issue is LeBron James.
Yes, and a lot of respect for LeBron James for that, because he stood up and stood out, and he didn't mind risking whatever may come his way to speak truth to his with his power.
You're absolutely right, and I think other professional athletes need to follow that trend.
Yeah,
because it brings the truth to what you just seen at Barbershop.talk.
Right. More Jim Brown, Muhammad Ali, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
All right, let's go.
I want to thank you for listening to Barbershop.talk podcast. Please tell your family, friends, and enemies about our podcast, Barbershop.talk, available on your favorite podcast platforms. Let's have peace in the streets. Be safe, be wise, and be loved. And we say, go mob.
Hot bad bitch, money count on, cash on me, shawty blow my phone, that's corny, that's a no-no, I'm tryna hustle, that white